Hey guys, welcome to the second welcome to the second video in 2024. Hint hint, this is actually the same day that I'm filming this, and I'll be filming the very next one. But they kind of go hand in hand. So I will not be doing my eyes because the video that I'm filming after this one is an unboxing. And I am in awe at this palette. But that will be in another video. This video, I wanted to try on or try on some of these products. So I primed my face using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Cucumber 3-in-1 Primer Water. Prep, set, and refresh. So really liking this. I have used this before. I don't think it was in that scent, but at any rate, did a little something to my brows. I have set my eyes. The Cosmetics Clean Canvas Base. This will be a forever repurchase. This is worth every single penny charged. I personally do not have an affiliate code with Gerard Cosmetics, but several of our friends here on YouTube, they do. So might I suggest you pick one of your choosing. I cannot I always say I use Jen's code, which anytime she's earning, even though she's a CEO, that commission money she donates to animals. So that's the code that I use. Anyway, for the foundation, I started off with a whole bunch of them to see if I could get it work. And I said, this is too much. So I took this Japanesque foundation, which I absolutely did not enjoy the very first time I put it on. The second time, I mixed just a little bit of oil. I used the Smashbox. What's that? I'm drawing a blank. It's the primer oil, and I mixed this in. Loved it. So what I did, I don't know what I did with my my Smashbox primer that I'm just talking about. There's no telling. But I did grab this facial, which was the 111 Skin, and this is actually called the Rose Gold Radiance Booster. And it does have some radiance to it, but not overly. So I do enjoy this. This came in a BoxyCharm box, but mixing them together, I really like. The consistency is nice. It's luminous. I don't feel, which is really baffling to me, I don't feel like I need a powder to set the rest of my face. which I haven't set anything yet. So, one of the things that I wanted to try, and in all fairness, this is not new. I mean, it is new, and I've used it a few times, but it's new to the channel. I did do a video using this, as well as some other products, and as I stated in my last video, I'm dumping all of those and just starting afresh. So, I do not enjoy this concealer under my eyes. When I saw this on sale, it was very affordable, like $2 affordable, and I did not, for the life of me, it had never been opened. This is a sponge tip, and I thought, well, maybe this is a bad foundation day. It wasn't pretty. And all the reviews that I had seen, and I didn't go out searching for this, it just happened to be one of one I remembered a review. I'll get it out in a minute. I've only used this a few times, and it is almost empty. It is not hydrating, luminous, any of that. It just was not very satisfying to me. Let's see what the claims on this actually are. Let's see. It is called the Natural Defense Total Coverage Concealer Sunscreen. RPF, PPF, Broad Spectrum, SPF 30. Let's see, what does it say? It just says the ingredients in it, and I threw the box away, but it hadn't been opened. Like I said, it's a sponge tip. And I'm sure you could squeeze enough out and get a brush if you wanted a more precise blend, but I am going to blend what I've got here. I'm going to blend it out. Let's see, did I have, that's a powder brush. Now, I'm going to, now that I've kind of got it distributed where I want it, I'm going to take the sponge now, and I'm just going to kind of pinch it to maneuver it how I can use it. It's a very dry formula. I will say this, SPF in products 98% of the time bother me to the point that I remove it. So I've kind of took to well, that wasn't this summer, I didn't do much, but one of the summers was able to wear my IT Cosmetics CC cream. That is a holy grail status. Next up, I want to put on this Sigma highlight and contour palette. Now, this, the first time I tried it, it's just not my favorite palette from them. But these three are matte formulas. This one is a shimmer, and these two, of course, are highlights. You know, maybe even a blush topper. And they're not as easily blendable as most of the bronzers that I have. Is this a palette that I would repurchase again? No. It is not. Do I recommend this purchase? Absolutely. Sigma has amazing things, and just because something doesn't work for me doesn't mean it doesn't work. But in that vein, I am going to start to start putting some bronzer on my face. I'm using this as bronzer. And I'm actually going to go in with, I kind of want to go for a glowy look. Let me see. No, I think that would be too. I'm going to mix these two, I hope you can see these two colors together. And I just want to warm my face up a little bit. I mean, it has got the pigment on it. Wish me luck. I don't want too much, but that, oh, see what I mean? It's just, this is patchy. It was patchy the first time I used it. I really was hoping that it was just, I was just having a bad makeup day, because that does happen. It's really strong right when I first lay it down. And this is my number 2 favorite bronzer contour brush, because it is just, it's stippled, but it gets the job done. And for this brush to not even get it to blend out, see how it's just so damn patchy. I truly was hoping that this was just maybe I got a crappy one, or man, that really pains me to even say. You know, it's like not blendable. And again, that's me using a stippling brush that has worked its magic on any product, blush, bronzer, contour, that I couldn't necessarily get to work. But let me try just using one color and just concentrating it right here. It is what it is. This will definitely be probably decluttered for blush. I have a liquid blush from Makeup Revolution, and I have a blush highlighter. I think you could use it for both of those, but I got this from a dear, or I got this idea from a very dear friend of mine. We'll be using this to set the cream, but it's just so cute. It came in this box, and it is a, how do they have it listed? A highlighter duo. Okay, so you open it up, and my sweet baby granddaughter wanted real makeup, so she got real makeup. But is this not just adorable? I really wanted to wear this blush by itself, but I was like, no, I can use it to cover up the cream, and then I'm going to be using this highlighter. So, for the blush, this is from Makeup Revolution, and this is in the shade Flushing for You. Going to, and that's pretty, and that's the color. It doesn't have any smell. Now, for my blushes, I don't know how this formula works, so I'm going to start with a small dot to see. And I'm going to use the clean side of this sponge. Okay, well, that did pretty quickly. I think it did take off a little bit, but it's, it's alright. So now I'm just going to kind of go straight in. Really didn't leave a lot of room for anything else, did I? That bronzer has really screwed up this look, in my opinion. Oh, I'm just not I like the color, I like the formula, I like everything about this blush. What I don't like is the choices that I made in my application. So, I'm going to take my foundation side and see if I can blend it a little better. And I'm just going to go in with the rest of this and just kind of work it in my sponge. That way I'll have it if I need it. But I think I am going to need it around here. And right here. And I'm going to blend this and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, I attempted to fix this as much as I can. And we're almost done. I'm going to set the under eye area. And I found, this is the Jacqueline Cosmetics, what did she call this thing? Brightening powder. So, I've kind of played around with all of the colors, and I'm just going in with the banana shade. Alright, everything's set that needed to be set under my eyes. The rest of my face is fairly just a slight bit damp, but not to the intensity that if my shirt were to rub against anything that the foundation would come off on that. So no. Now we got to go in with Miss Minnie Mouse and that highlighter. Again, these were from Makeup Revolution or Revolution Pro or whatever they're calling it. Now what I'm going to do is, you know what, I want to use the blush topper. That will be 3 blush. You know what, we're going to do it. We are going to do it. And I just got a little bit. And, oh yes, I'm just tapping. And you can see the glow. And, I mean, you see this? That's just, I mean, it's just not much at all. And this little palette has a mirror. For the highlight, I am going to go into this, and I'm using an old, worn out Morphe brush that wasn't even branded. Or given a number. I mean, it was just that. And it has been the best doggone brush. Yes, it's very frizzy. That's the only way I can describe it. But it's not flimsy. really distributes the highlight or the contour, whatever I'm using it for. So I'm going to put that here. That's these little palettes. Like I said, Abby, she got the same thing, and I think she'll really enjoy it because it's big girl makeup. So the face is done for this video. My thoughts on some of these products that were new tries or first impressions or whatnot. Like I said, some of the true first look, try on, review were scrapped. So this palette you could go without. I enjoy Sigma. Y'all know I love me some Sigma, but this one was not a favorite. So I'm going to put that next to, unfortunately, this one. And I was actually watching, I think it was Trixie Mattel, and she was really raving about that palette. So the liquid blush, very, very, very pleasantly surprised. It is, I do believe, a color that I'm going to be using for an upcoming multi-channel collab. But it applied well. It is super duper pigmented, okay? It does blend easily. You know, now when you have too much, like I did, it does make it a little bit more difficult. Which, you know, that's where you come in with your ever how you put your foundation on, and you're able to, you know, maneuver your mistakes or happy little accidents or whatever you want to call it. And this one was definitely messed up, but really, really, really enjoyed that. The Minnie palette, beautiful, stunning. I loved it. It was well worth. I think these were $4. A friend of mine, who her daughter was just getting into makeup. Long story short, I told her to come to the house. I had plenty to give her daughter, absolutely plenty, and so I did. And she had sent me the other day an email of where she had ordered some things and what my thought process was, or whatever. Anyway, I wrote her back and was like, oh my god, they had a Wizard of Oz collector's kit, and she knew I was like, that's one of my all-time favorite movies. And so she had sent me the information. So I was like, you initially called me to get help and guidance for you and your daughter, and you ended up bringing it to the forefront so I could get it. So at any rate, the what else did I don't think I used anything else new. You know, I've used this a few times now. I don't have any complaints regarding this palette. Everything on her site, I do believe, is sold out not long after she announced it. So, this concealer, I just don't know how I feel about it. Trying it with a different foundation or whatnot. We're going to keep testing and trying this. You know, because mind you, it is a skincare and makeup. You know, and I just want to give it a few more tries. Let's see. Gerard Cosmetics eye base. You cannot go wrong. I do believe. Let me pop on a gloss. Oh, my stomach, I swear. Okay, this is it. This is the completed look. It's kind of strange to be ending a video with no eyeshadow on, but I wanted to do this as well as do that, and I didn't want to get tied up with splitting and whatnot. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to film some first or second impressions, and then I'm going to do the unboxing. At any rate, as always, be beautiful, be kind, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.